Oh, hello. I'm tired today. It's a solo today. Leia said she's going to be a little bit away, and my hair's a mess, and you can tell that when there's only one of us running this, it doesn't think, hey, Ellie, hey, Chebble, hey, Tom. Merry time zone. Merry time zone. Hello, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, no, you know what? I have decided today. I've got. I think I'm in a mood. It must be. What am I doing here? Okay, I'm down here, and I can't, for the life of me, organize myself this morning, because I spent a lot of mental energy last night, it seems. All right, we're going to change my camera to that today, and then we're going to move it just a little bit out here, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like having a bit of a rectangle today instead. We did not finish Pokénet, so we finished the little guys. We finished the Tentacool. I've still got lots left. I just wanted to take a little break from it today because I need to Photoshop some more of them, I think. There we go. Now it's corrected. So we have kind of finished them today. And so we haven't finished them. I've still got lots to do. I just want to, we don't have to do it every week. But I've still got like the big chunky to go. I've still got like 20 of the little guys. So might work on those a bit more next week. But the reason why I want to do something a bit different today is because I have a game on Saturday, and I need to paint 5 or so minis for them by Saturday. And I figure, well, I'm going to use some stream time to do it. Let's turn on some music as well. Hey, there it is. So we're doing D&D minis today, like regular old D&D. None of this Warhammer today. And I've immediately lost where they are. Okay, they're all in here. I'm painting this lot of minis, but I got a fun task to do with this one because I have to paint them like movie characters. Yes, including the dog. So that's going to be I'm going to try this today. And I've also I picked up this like in February, but they kept pushing back the release date on it. So I want to try out Speed Paint Metallics, which are contrast paints. But they're the first of their kind. There are no other metallic contrast type paints that exist. So, Army Painters kind of filled in that niche, and I really want to try it. Unfortunately, I exploded one of them on my desk the other day while testing them. And that was fun. I have some shit for you to show on that. But I managed to save half the bottle. But I did lose most of the Horde Bronze color. I will say that. It went fucking everywhere. Actually, you can see some of it. There it is. And there it is. And specks everywhere. That's paint. That's paint that exploded out of the bottle this way, like onto the computer stuff. And my keyboard got a nice little speckle of freckles now as a result. And then I also need to move... my brain is a little bit everywhere as well, if more than normal type thing, because the emotional release of the Power Rangers show was a lot of stress. And I'm on the back foot with dealing with it. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was really good. It's just, it was a lot of commitment in the lead up. And the Perth trip was great, but it pushed back my whole timeline by a little bit, which means I had less time than desirable to finish everything. So I had to come back within the last 2 weeks of that effectively self-imposed crunch mode of the things that you organized weeks ago are all starting to deliver at the same time, like the art and these other things, and mixed with the holiday. It was like, okay, the things that I couldn't do on holiday all now have to be also done now. So there was like just a build-up of everything. Are you good, computer? The fan is going nuts. Just... Yeah, okay, you got something to say? All right. Far out. What are you pumping so hard for? All right, I'm going to check my temperatures real quick. The fan is going cocoa bananas. I might close down some of these other programs I've got running. Like the Photoshop. Temperature's okay. It's just the fans are going like full throttle. Why is the CPU fans CPU fan is cranking. You want to buy the Void Scarred Kill Team, but you got to order it from the UK? Is that the Void Scarred Kill Team? Is that the Corsairs? Also, I put your chat on the right-hand side now. Can't you get it from like Gap Games or anything like that? Okay. Oh, and I can't feel any air coming out of my CPU, and it's saying the fan speed is full, so I'm just going to check that real quick. Oh, I think it's my hard disk. I think I've got a hard disk that's just spinning like crazy. It's making a lot of whirring. But what I might have to do is transfer some of these assets off the PC. My discs are doing okay. There is a General Games in Frankston, which is that's my favorite store up in Malvern, Glen Ira area. And that is, I think that's 10% off retail. They usually have a lot of stuff. There's only one Gap Games. It's in it's online, but it's 20% off. So even the amount you save online plus the shipping, if you get more than one item, is usually worth it. God, that is concerningly fast and speed. My computer's been a bit weird lately. I think I found out that the boot loop error was getting caused by a possible dead battery. So I think I'm gonna have to buy a new battery. And that computer fucking taking off noise sounds like I'm going to be in for a new hard drive soon anyway, so love that. But I would absolutely rather have a safer computer that doesn't die, because there's a lot of data on there. Like, I don't care if the computer were to get, like, smashed. In monetary, I would. But the data on the hard drives is what I care a lot more about. I do wonder if it's trying to record as well. Have I got that turned off? Yes, I do. Okay. All right, well. Anyway. Ignoring the very loud noise out of my thing. You can't hear that, can you? No, you can't hear that. Out of all of that, the explosion issue that I had with these resulted in... Yeah, NASA's super expensive though, Wongy, I know. This is what happened with the explosion, by the way. It popped out and then just completely spilled all over the wet palette. Completely self-inflicted, I might add. This is not just like a bad design of the bottle. It looks nice when it dries, though. My gosh. Look at that. So that's the color it will come out as, and then it's got all the resin, the mix on the bottom for the drying paint side. Far out. And then, unfortunately, it got straight into the sponge and down there. So I'm going to have to wash out this Tupperware lid quite a lot. And you can see, like, how much paint got on there. That is, like, full-on, like, hard resin. So this sponge is gone. But I can still use it today because I'm just going to use it as, like a regular palette, not a wet palette. Yeah. I like the NAS idea. It's just I've already got like a hard drive farm effectively of little portable hard drives. It's just my internal drive that I need to edit off mostly. All right, let's get some water on the palette. This is a big sheet. I think we changed brands of baking paper because this is a big sheet. Big old sheet of baking paper. Tear off one bit, you get 4 uses out of it for our purposes. Yes, I'm ready for some low energy today. Lower energy. I'm still chaotic. That is unchangeable. What's all these pamphlets? Also, we're gonna hold this here just for a sec. These are all stickers. Tag yourself. Jess was like, I'm Ancient Honey. And I think I said I'm Moonlake Coral. Tag yourself. I don't know what to do with these. Okay. So, these little guys. Painting handle. Let me just pull up my email for the game, because I have to paint each one like a certain thing, and we'll look up what each one is. Characters. Okay, so Hocus Pocus. So the game concept, by the way, is that we found a TikTok, and effectively what we need to do is create styled characters out of this lot to match a year of movies that they chose. So they have chosen the year, I think it's 1993 as the year of movies. I think it was 93. And so they have each chosen a movie and a character from that movie, and we're creating D&D characters based on them. So, the first one is Hocus Pocus, Ryan. Sorry, that's the player name. Billy Butcherson is a zombie who I've got a Bodak for. So we're going to paint this one like a zombified Billy Butcherson. I've got someone from... What's this movie? It doesn't say. It's a war profiteer named Oscar. Oscar? I don't remember what that is. We've got Dr. Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park. We've got Cool Runnings. Darius? I don't know how to say that. Darius? from Cool Runnings, the Jamaican sprinter. We've got Homeward Bound, Ashton, literally the dog. Literally the little doggo. And then Grumpy Old Men. Oh no, so we got Shadow from Homeward Bound, sorry, not Ashton. We got Grumpy Old Men, and he is Murray O'Houlihan, a retired ranger of the King of Courts. So that's the roughly what I got to start looking at, and I've got to look up all these characters because I don't know all of them. Oh, Billy Butcherson from... Okay, that's pretty sick. All right, I like that. I don't mind that. It's like a David Bowie kind of look to him, like very like picture a zombie if they were glam rock type thing. I'll pull up the image because I'll work on this one first. It's very amusing. So I gotta do like sickly green skin. Gotta do like a dirty. I think I know what color I want to use for that. And we will find this image somewhere, hopefully. Okay, let me just like go back to there. I really gotta start putting these images somewhere else. I'm running out of time. Space, okay. How is everyone doing, by the way, while I'm like struggling to find my own images? What's your week done? Were you able to catch last night? What is on the board for all of you? There we go. Alright, that's the first one. Crickets. You're Power Rangering as a player for the second time in 14 hours. And get some sleep. Get some sleep. You better have gone to sleep last night. You were saying if you wanted to go all night, you shouldn't have gone all night. I wonder who that is. Watched the intro last night, but had to go immediately to dad things. That's very fair. So the Twitch VOD is still up. It'll go up on the main Split the Party YouTube channel, not the Stream Archive channel. So if you want to see it up in its full glory, I might just like take out the starting soons and the BRBs and stuff like that. And then we'll be golden. Went to sleep for 4 hours and showed up 45 minutes later again. Hey, at that point, sleep is important. So, Humblewood. You playing on Josh's one? Is that Josh's Humblewood? Josh a pirate? Hey, Josh runs a great Humblewood. I've not had the chance to play it. Speaking of, actually, though, anyone in the Magic the Gathering realm, did you see their basically Humblewood Magic the Gathering setting? It's not Humblewood, but it's called like Burrow something. And it's literally, if you like Humblewood, it is Magic cards Humblewood, effectively. It's not unbranded, unaffiliated, but damn, it looks cool and cute. The other one that I saw, I don't play Magic. I just kind of keep up with the news because I really like knowing what settings and planes are out there. They've got a Magic Cowboys set. A Magic Cowboys set. It's called Outlaws of Thunder Junction, and it is screaming for a D&D collaboration. Like, you know when Strixhaven came out? the Magic School one that was like, hey, do you not want to support Harry Potter but play Harry Potter in a D&D setting? Here's Strixhaven. This is like, yeehaw, you want to be a cowboy and shoot wizard wand guns? We're gonna let you do, like, that's the vibe that I get from like 3 pitches. And I want that in a D&D adventure setting because I think that would be fucking awesome. How to get my water and brushes? I would grab that theme and plug it into Eberron. Yeah, it's very much like a... I think it's like less steampunky than Eberron though. That's by the look of it. But I could be wrong because they've only done like 3 announcement images. So we'll see what it comes out like. I can't wait though. It looks really fun. Oh. Eberron is a great setting though. Like I like taking inspiration from it a lot. I like the dragon marks and the houses and things. All right, so mid-September, everything is cancelled except the last 2 sessions of Zephyrstorm. Fair. We appreciate having you, Anne. You did really, really, really well last night. And I know the audience would be very supportive and empathetic for you taking rests when you need to. Not on your... Yeah. I'm aware of what you're doing. Okay, so this is Billy... Okay, this is Billy... What's his name? Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus. That's the first one I'll do. So I need to get like... It's like a sickly green on the skin. So I think I'm going to like Mortarian grime that one up because it's nice and bright while still having like a fleshy, yucky tone to it. And then that cloak there, I think I'm going to go Rattling Grime because it's like a gray-brown kind of color. But I might mix some black in there as well, just some color variation. It'll be nice to see everyone in person roll dice in person. I agree. I just booked my accommodation, actually, with a couple people that I'm, so... Trying to not, like, just be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm staying with a couple people I'm also doing panels with, and it'll be really fun. And I haven't stayed with a couple of them before, but I think we're gonna vibe well. It'll be a good time. And pending the amount of time we have, we might be able to play a role-playing game. Because I know how hectic PAX is, and my immediate thought on running any kind of game at PAX, in addition to the stuff we're all doing, is a hard maybe. But I know you're in town for longer than just PAX, Anne. So we can get you in maybe like... So split the party, like all the cast, literally everyone in the cast, bar Ben Martin like turns up when he can. But everyone in the cast, like Ben, George, Brendan, Jess, we all have like a bi-weekly Avernus campaign. So timing wise, if it suits, we'll get you in for that and have a little gamey game, and you can see what like off-camera bullshit people make me put up with. Because the casual game setting is immediately just like, and it's like, if we get anything done, that's the game. But we play for like 5 or 6 hours, so it's a longer than normal session. But just like, there's a mix of dinner happening, food happening, random tangents of shit, and then we'll just play, all right, get back on track. What are we doing? And I'll be like, I don't know. What do you want to do? And they'll be like, oh, let's go fight a demon. That's fair. That's ADHD in a nutshell. Hey, look at this guy. Hey, I got a command for you now. LNL in the chat, because you can get a shout out, but you've got a specific one, because how good is the theme song of Zephyrstorm? Because big ups to LNL, who absolutely smashed it and created a custom theme for everyone. So go and follow them, show him some love. fucking awesome work, man. You did that in like a week as well. That was the other thing that was so impressive. That wasn't like a huge... Yeah, and even more shout out to... Well, equal shout out to Anne for going like, do we have a command for LNL that we can put in? And I'm just like, I'm on it while the stream's going. Okay. Where the... Where's my Mortarion Grime? You weren't expecting a shout out? You're in the... You worked on it. You worked on the show. Hold on, let me just get squeaky for a sec. Yeah, you worked on the show. Yeah, you deserve to be in the credits. You got in the credits, son. You got in the credits, boy. You're worth it. You're worth it. Yeah. Make sure you're good. Make sure that's good shit. Yeah, you're getting shout outs, you're getting all this stuff. I gotta know, yeah, it's the first shit you've worked on. Well, it's okay. Well, I'll wait for the ad break to finish before anybody else is anything. Where's my Mortarion Grime? There's no to be fair, I did not ask for cursed footage, but if you would like a cursed footage version, I can also put that in.
Hey, thanks for the sub.
Mate, you don't need a sub. Thank you, but you don't need a bloody sub. You're already around here. Either way, appreciate it. I will never not say. Oh, fair. I will never not say no to a sub. But yeah, that's fine. You don't want the ads. That's all good. I'm trying to find this one fucking paint that I can't find. Where's my paint? Oh. You're getting a lot of like. Getting a lot of like mask off vibe today because I got no filter and I just want to scream a little bit. Where is the grime? Where's my grime? Where is it? I can't find it. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown because I can't find a paint. I'm gonna shit a brick if it's not in this box. I'm gonna shit an absolute brick if it's not here. Where is it? Oh yes, we're also doing power-up art funding because I had to put it in there. Sorry, let me finish my thought. We are currently trying to fund some power-up versions of the art, so we can do some cool little animations when they morph. I don't actually know the phrase. Morph in, morph up, morph out, like Hulk out. And so there's a little Ko-fi link up there in the chat if you would like to see that happen or help that happen. You motherfucker is in the other box. I have to shit a brick now. Fucking hell. Oh. All right. Put the paints back where they're supposed to go, Matt. Woo. Why is... Oh, it's inverted colors. So, okay. Well. I might have to... I'm gonna move this over here so you can see your chat on the screen, because right now I couldn't see the chat on the screen. Whoo! I'm hearing a lot of random noises today. Okay, so Billy Butcherson, we've got here. This is the Bodak that I'm going to use because that was the easiest. That was the easiest mini equivalent. That was like not just like some regular ass zombie. So I wanted like the big long face to be a little bit horrifying. I think I'm going to do the Rattling Grime first. You're just a wee 25-year-old. The Space Dumpster is almost 30. I think I was like 1 year old when that Space Dumpster came out. You never grew up with Power Rangers? Oh, man. I don't know if I actually watched much of it, if at all. But I know it, kind of thing. Actually, we'll use the slightly bigger brush for this. Ah. Got paint texture in my mouth. Alright, let's do the thing we said we'd do. Oh, I mean, actually, we're pretty on time for the usual amount of buggering around before doing anything. Yeah, that's like a nice... Hey, you need to focus properly. Hey, there you go. What? No one's shot their Red Ranger's junk. Yeah. I am both sorry and not sorry for what happened last night on there, because I'm like, oh boy, but also we knew what we were in for. I was like, oh my gosh. Yes. The accidental Invasion Day thing, not your fault at all, Anne, fucking broke me. Because everyone else was like, oh no. And then, like, you just, you wouldn't have known. There's no way for you, like, there's like barely a way for you to know that we do that. I know, yeah, it's fine. You like, that's what I mean. It was genuinely totally fine. Everyone handled it fine. But fuck, it was just a moment of just like, whoops. Yeah, no harm done. You're in good company. Or understanding company as well, I should say. That's it, right? It's like, you guys rolled into it, you handled it well. Steering into the skid, as it were. Oh yes, let's not do too heavy spoilers, by the way. Because it happened yesterday, and I know we're excited, but let's let people catch up and not say any big story spoilers. There is a discussion feed in the Discord if you would like to nerd out about it. In there that I set up for everyone. It's in the live chats area. It's a Zephyr Storm discussion. But well, let's do like a major spoiler. What do you reckon? Like major story spoilers and stuff, cautionary until like the next episode is out. Yeah. At least a week. I mean, anyone else in the chat who isn't on the show can also also chime in if you think it should be a bit longer. But what are your thoughts? Because I know us two who are excited to talk about it and making the show think a week is reasonable, but that's because we're like fast brain talky people. Yeah, it's like a dirty gray kind of cloak, right? Yeah, that's what we are. We're fast trained. See, words couldn't come out of my mouth as fast as my brain wanted to say them. And that wasn't even a bit. That was just legitimately, that's what happened. I wasn't doing a bit. I wasn't doing a bit. Okay. Also, I need to change that command, but yeah, Wooten Forge also come through, you know, small shout out to them on the stream because we do that here. They gave us a 10% off code for the length of the show, in addition to the affiliate link that we have. So if you're keen for some of that and saving a little bit of money and supporting the channel at the same time, triple threat, go have a little look at their stuff. Because I think Axel hadn't been given anything on our end for the show. They just also have the stuff themselves. So they were just like, oh, you mean like this one? And then like pulled out their own one and it was like engraved. It said Axel and everything on it. And I was like, oh, damn! Oh, damn! Like just straight away they had it on command. Yeah, they just happen to have, you know, it's good shit. It's like really good stuff. Give a little looky. Let them know you were sent by us, or whatever the thing is. Best person to plug it, I know, right? Your coin should be coming pretty soon as well. Your special little diddly that we got, like the power. So context-wise for everybody else, Power Rangers has like a D2 coin flip kind of mechanic that is quite integral to the game. Correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, by the way. Hey, Shiloh, I'm doing good. I'm painting some D&D minis for a commission game. So like I've got a game that I was hired for, and they asked to have minis as part of it, and I'm painting a bunch of minis like 1993 movies characters that they've asked for. So yeah, it's a D20 plus a coin flip, but we don't, you know, RPG dice don't typically have a coin unless you buy like the Power Rangers set and it has a thing on it. So Wooten Forge is going to send us some coins with like, what's yours got on it? And yours is like the lightning bolt and the split the party logo. And that'll be the DM coin. And then we're going to get a bunch made for the players as well, which reminds me I need to do that today. And then we might be doing some giveaway stuff pending. That's a maybe. We just need to work out if it's going to work out. But you might be able to get a like one of one coin at some point from this campaign, and you'll be able to have one of like it'll have like the character cast art and maybe like the show logo on it. I'm thinking. Axel's a great performer. I miss seeing him on stage. Axel's so freaking cool. Oh yeah, the minis are fun. Like there's a TikTok concept somewhere that we had. We basically choose a movie and make a character from that movie, compile them together, and then the DM takes a movie from that same year, and that's the plot line of the adventure we're going to run. And I'm still currently tossing up one I want to run because they chose Jurassic Park already, and that kind of some of their choices basically were like, okay, well, I can't run that now because they've chosen it. But I should have really anticipated that someone was going to choose Jeff Goldblum, you know? Okay, so we got that drying. Let's do this dog, because Shiloh the dog... Hydrate, but normal-like. Thank you so much. Ah. Thought I heard a door knock, sorry. Might just keep one of those off. Okay, so Shadow from Homeward Bound. So Shadow from Homeward Bound. Oh, it's literally just a golden retriever. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can do that. And I'll... Alright, I'll pull the reference art of this up. Fuck it, why not? It's a dog. I'm gonna just do a doggy. I've already got all the minis. I had to get a hyena because the store only had a couple dogs in there, and there was no blink dogs, unfortunately. So here is Shadow. They are going to be a dog. They're going to be a dog. I would like to do a blink dog mini, but I've got this little guy here instead. A Cerberus could be cool. Yeah, you're right. Look, the hyena's not terrible. It's like, it's dog-shaped. I'm going to just do it in one big coat of Aggaros Dunes. How do you get like that blonde ochre fur color? Hey, Sumgen, how you doing? Can turn up the audio. Hello, friend. How are you doing this day? And is it good? Because I hope it is. Good to have you here, man. Doing a stealthy lurk because of meetings. Understandable, Ellie. Thank you for touching base. Thank you for coming in. Is that a good dog fur color? Not really. You are alive? That's a start. That's fair. Why does the golden retriever look like a cat? Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's... Hyenas are kind of like that. Have a good meeting, Ellie. Thank you for stopping by. Skellyhort, maybe? You'll also notice I have to have blue tack on the bottom of this one because I actually shoved a metal rod through there, and it went through and started leaking. Is that more accurate to the color? I don't know if I want to skelly hoard the dog. It's a bit more accurate, right? Every day above ground is a bonus. Yeah, fair. It's kind of blonde. It's not... It's like... I need an in-between of both of those. I would like an ochre color, but I don't think they have... I don't think they have one. I've got a super yellowy one. Alright, so I've done Aggaros, and I've done Skelly. Just like straight... No, Earthshade's way too dark. A watered down snakebite, maybe? What's this one? Snakebite leather, where are you at? Oh, the brown's looking similar. Just like this brown, because he's a white guy with a beard. Very generic. Sometimes self-care is the hyena experimenting with color. I could pay that. Might water that down a little bit, maybe. I feel like me doing this is just turning it into Aggaros tunes, but I'll find out. You know what? That's kind of good enough. We're at a good enough situation, you know? I saw a very funny... Actually, I'll link that as well. I saw a very funny Penny Arcade comic that was perfect about mini painting. Oh, fuck, where did I see that? And it was just like... It was like, how do you get your minis so well? And they're like, oh, you know, it's this and this and then oh, they're so small. It's a matter of technique. And then it helps to have really low standards. And the images on that are just very funny. I'm going to put it in the artsy stuff. Where should I put that? Artsy stuff, memes and dreams?
Hey, thanks for the sub.
Hey! Oh, Jen. Thank you so much for the Ko-fi donation. We're 10% of the way there. I'm going to put this in the... Oh, God, where's the guild hall? You put it in the artsy stuff channel. It's a good little comic. The 9% was annoying me. Well, thank you so much for your donation. And nice round numbers are preferable. Does that link working? Yeah, okay. That's the comic I was just talking about in there. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. That's close enough, right? That's like you know, I might, because this is really only a one color model, I might just do some dry brushing on him as well. Just to kind of get, you know, like the face is a bit lighter and some areas the fur a bit darker. I might just go over again and do that because, you know, it's not got enough, it's one of those situations of like they haven't got as many colors and everyone else does and they're paying for these. So I'll just put in a little bit extra on it. You know, effectively like make the time spent more equal. All right. Yeah, do it. You should do that. You should absolutely do that. That's the point. That's the point. I want everybody paint. My, you know, I call it corruption, but it's fun. I want you to. I got AJ painting in Perth, and she was like, "Oh, this is really zen." I'm like, "Yeah, it lets your brain shut off, and you get to hyper focus on an activity for like 3 hours, and there's no expectation other than just to have a good time. It's really good for our brain type. It's really good for it." I know I tend to paint with these paints like a lot on stream, and I promise I don't always paint with these paints. Only these paints, I should say. But they're kind of perfect right now when life is very busy and you just need to do something a little less concentraty as well. Yeah, you don't have to low key that, high key that. Do that. That's fun. Come on and paint with Leia. Leia would probably love to meet you. Not probably, would love to meet you. But you need to sleep first. I'll gatekeep the sleeping. I'll gatekeep that sleeping. You gotta sleep. I'm not gatekeeping the painting, but I will sure as fuck gatekeep the sleeping. And now my colorful background is up because I realized my shot was not correct. You go to sleep or you don't get to go on streams. That's it! Back to Winnipeg! Doesn't gatekeep sleeping mean you're not allowing someone to sleep? Oh. I'm too tired for philosophical questions, but we can do it. Okay. You do paint... Hold on, Shiloh. Explain further, because that sounds friggin' rad. Are you a traditional artist normally? Like, is that... You paint murals? What do you... I want to know... Tell us about that. That sounds rad. Tell us about that. Put a nice army painter wet palette and was really into it. Then I lost the focus before I even opened it. Yeah, definitely know that vibe. That's the whole thing. I find that if I do the painting too much, I start going like, I don't know if I want to do this as much. And then I go, if you push it harder than this, you're going to stop forever. Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, I'm gatekeeping the sleep deprivation, but the ponderings of it all. Yeah, I'm gatekeeping, but yeah, it's like I'm gatekeeping the game by enforcing the I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say go to sleep. If I know what I'm trying to say, it's just the words are hard. I'm promoting self-care. Yeah. I am nothing if not aggressively supportive of that. Scheduling is hard. Yeah, that's fair. Much like D&D, I've kind of learnt to go like, as long as we have a minimum amount of people for the thing, we're still just gonna run it. And that's got me by a lot of campaigns, because that stops the game fizzling as well. Like, so my main rule of any casual game or any paid game that I do is like, okay, what's the minimum player count you want to run with this game? And they go, this. And I go, okay, that means that as long as those people say yes, unfortunately that person will have to miss out, but the campaign can keep running, because otherwise we'll never play. My Avernus campaign hasn't had a full player count for most of it, because at least one person's always dropping out. But we just catch that person up. And also, just like, that campaign wouldn't exist if we had to like wait for 6 people to get 6 people plus a DM to get their shit together on a regular schedule. I'm gonna put some. Put some. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, Anne. $11 in the morning. It's 11 in this morning. What you need to do is get back into woodwork, tooled up hard and building a D&D table, and had a kid come along and haven't done anything in 2 years. That's fair. That would suck up a lot of time. I think it'd be good to have a mic at the table even for offline games and shove that into OpenAI Whisper. Oh, yeah. I don't want to set that up, though. That's another thing the DM has to set up. I'm not doing that. Someone else can do that. That's one of those, like... Anybody else does that task, not myself. Because they can, you know, I simply just go like, what happened last time, and make them say things for 5 minutes. It's my, like, activation phrase for the start of the game. I'm gonna quickly go downstairs for a second. Can you hear some banging around? Okay. There's a bunch of roadworks happening outside, and they're like thumping around big tools. And I was like, is that in my house? Looks all right. Got some kind of sickly skin going on. All right, so are you dry yet? You're getting there. That actually doesn't look too bad for like a and I'll brush some I'll dry brush some like a light blonde over the top maybe. That'll work well for the other one. Screaming Skull. I'll get that going later. Alright. Okay. Let's go. Let's start up. Dr. Ian Malcolm. Okay, we're going with this. Alright, I like that. Okay, so I've got this character that I thought would make a good Dr. Ian Malcolm because it's kind of like a suave-looking swashbuckler bard type rogue. So I might do it like a college of sorts because I got to make these characters for them as well. So I might make all of these like leathers and he can have a hat as well, I guess. But that sounds fun. He's way too sexy for like a super scientific doctor. Like, absurdly so, you know? Alright, that's a good full body image. Are you going to be fairly big? Sure is. I'm just going to crop it because that way it can stack on top. Okay. So Dr. Ian Malcolm. So that's a lot of black tones. I absolutely do want details about your art if we can, if that's all right. I would love to hear that. That sounds fun. And also very cool. Like that sounds like a great gig. Black Templar gone. Basilica. Oil and Legion. I put it back. Oh, no, it's over here. Okay, gonna use this brush. Let's get a bit. Okay, so there's too much water on that brush there. coat is pretty good now. I don't know how much I want to do in just the black. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. Might go like the full black on the outer cloak and do some like dry brushing on it. Working with a monochrome scheme typically also like will be a bit harder naturally. Color stains so intensely that I'm just like concentrating way more than it normally needs. I was sitting there going like, oh, I like how this one doesn't need too much concentration. Currently painting several murals on my bedroom walls. I like to draw and sculpt. Currently writing my first novel. That's fair. Sounds like you're like a jack of all trades artist. That's like doing lots of different stuff. What is your favorite? Like, what's your favorite thing to craft, make, paint? Like, what's something that sticks with you? Ah. Just remembered I need to do a thing real quick. Oh, I could feel like the last 2 weeks worth of like exhaustion just like getting me right now. But I'm in like a satisfied state. Both writing and painting, I love telling stories. Also tend to paint my emotions, both near and dear to my heart. Very cool. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, so this like you can kind of see a difference in the two different blacks there. This one's cooler and this one's a bit, I think, warmer maybe. But they sit differently on each other, which looks really nice. So I might do the bottom pants in this same black as the cloak. And it'll differentiate further again. I think it's like a warmer black, I want to say. I think I might go buy a new power supply for my computer today as well, because I am noticing my Stream Deck is flickering as well, probably indicating that there's a power issue. So if at all, if my stream crashes or goes down, I had a blue screen yesterday as also a result of a power issue. So I think that's going to be what I have to do after this, just going to the computer store and having to get a new power supply. Because I don't want to risk shorting any parts out. And I'll, guess I'll slap that in this afternoon. Shouldn't be too bad, though. And hopefully it's that and not like a motherboard failure. But if it's a motherboard failure, that's like a time-consuming problem, but not a costly one, because it would be under warranty still. Which would be entirely fine to get replaced, because the store I ordered from is in Melbourne as well. I just simply go there and be like, fix this and replace this. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking the differentiation on the black there. So it's like darker, different pants, and then slightly lighter on the chest piece. Catches the eyes a bit better. He doesn't even have an undershirt. God, yeah, I know, right? If I zoom out a little bit, it should be a bit better, actually. This lens isn't like a stable... What's it called? It's not a stable range because it's one of the cheaper lenses. So the autofocus range gets thinner or wider depending on how zoomed in it is sometimes. But if I put it over here a bit more and there, should be able to see it a bit easier. Yeah, it's not focusing badly now. Just trying to also avoid putting my big snoot with my nose. Yeah, I noticed if I put it like at a certain zoom, it will immediately just give me autofocusing weirdness. And there's like a careful balance with painting on camera that I've had to like learn. I'm enjoying that I found a Zelda lo-fi as well. That's apparently stream safe. And it's mixed in with my Pokemon one, and then it's like 3 Zelda and chills in a Pokemon playlist that we've been listening to today, and I am loving it. And we also got, for Power Rangers, we couldn't do it last night, but we got a Pretzel Rocks subscription for Power Rangers, and then maybe seeing how that goes to see if we want to keep using that afterwards. For both the YouTube series and the potential next project after Power Rangers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge to anyone in that one or knows about that one. Because there is the goal here is to have something on the channel, RPG-wise, a bit more consistently to bridge the gap between the YouTube editing. So... we've got a kind of plan for at least until the start of next year. And then we'll see if we like doing that. Still give me autofocus, huh? Okay, black boots are looking good. That's a really good cover for that song. Ooh. How's that for a shoulder? I don't know if you heard that, but I felt 3 different things go together as I did that. Felt kind of nice. It was a satisfying click. Man, I'm quite happy with how we're doing these so far. Because I'll wait for the ad break to go. And then everybody can do the thing that they do. Alright. I'll do his hat in this same black. Now that it's just the subs and myself, did you know that you have a Discord channel that opens up to you once you have subbed? Because you guys get some little flair rewards in the Discord and on the Twitch. So make sure you're utilizing all that stuff. Up to you if you want it. It's just another feed to talk in or do what you want. But, you know, we'll notify people. I think it automatically ups you into those as well. Like, it can read it. You can read those. Thanks. That song's going to be sitting in my head all day. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, it's moved on to Pokemon, though. Is it Pokemon Gym? It sure is. That's good stuff. I have loved this playlist for, like, specifically the Pokemon one for, like, at least the last 3 years. I put it on everywhere. I used to be working in, like, school incursion workshops, and I would put this on during our workshops just to have, like, some background music while everyone's doing stuff. And I'd just walk around, I would be vibing for an hour and a bit to Pokemon lo-fi as the kids would, like, make animations and out of clay and stuff, and it was very fun. I don't do that anymore, but I have started doing, like, D&D in libraries and school holiday programs. And that's also been pretty fun because I can, you know, you still got a speaker, and as long as you're playing, you know, you learn what music is appropriate and what's not just by the way of doing it over and over again. Stuff with no words is quite good and easy. And as long as you're keeping an eye out for, like, sensory issues, because some kids just won't tell you about that. And they'll some will, some won't, I guess. But they'll do what they do. That's okay. You don't have to apologize for going away. Everyone's got stuff to do. And you are welcome to pop in and out at your leisure. Ooh. What color? Okay, so Dr. Ian Malcolm, he looks like a guy, like he's got a guitar on this. Now, what kind of metal? I'm going to use the speed paint metals, the new ones that I should be using this stream. Which one should I use out of this on his sick as fuck guitar? We've got like a green gold through bronzes and coppers, and then some different silvers. A blue silver, a dark silver, and a bright silver. But Dr. Ian Malcolm kind of seems like maybe like a silver guy. Maybe like a blue silver to me. What's that paint called? Enchanted Steel? So, I don't know. What do you reckon, chat? What are we putting... What metal color are we going to test out and put on this this lute? What are you thinking? I'm going to start shaking this one up just so I bumped me camera. That's okay. I don't want to go out after this. I want to stay at home. I already have to go out later today. Oh, I gotta work later, and then I got... Right, the work part's fun, but I like staying indoors. I like doing this stuff. I wanna not have to replace a power source in my computer. That's all right. Mix that resin up. Alright, I'm gonna do this like blue steel kind of look on it. Hopefully they're not blocked up. It is not. Ooh, that's a nice color. Alright, so this in theory should kind of look like this. Like it should do the same thing as contrast paints. The only color I've used two, sorry. I used the one I spilled and another one. And I did a little bit of testing, and they do look all right. So these are speed paints, so contrast paint style paints, but they are metallics. Now, these are the ones that I did the other day. This is the one that exploded everywhere, but they look pretty good. Like, in terms of a coat, they are shiny. They have the metal-looking pigment in them. This one doesn't, this one didn't do it. I think it's more of a solid coat than a normal coat, but a simple wash over the top of that would look good. This one, however, did the speed paint thing quite well. I think that worked and did the definition pretty nicely there. So, I think what I'm going to do is, hopefully I don't paint my light by accident. Let's give this a bit of a coat, trying to... Oh, that's pretty nice. It's not a bad color. The color itself is quite nice. Put that up there so we can have a bit of an easier time focusing as well. Oh yeah, it's doing it. I don't know if you can tell on camera. It's starting to do it. The shiny nature of the metallics, meaning that it's like quite lit in the light, but I think when I take some photos later, it'll reflect nicely. But yeah, not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to... I've been really wanting these paints for like months because there's no equivalent to them yet. And I'm sure they're all working on different versions of them. Like, I'm sure Citadel will come out with like some line, like, you know, they'll always have like a new paint thing to try out, even if it's only okay. And Speed Paint Metallic and you know, Vallejo's got their Express color now. So they all have their different variants, and they'll all bring out the same things because the nature of the speed paint means that you can get stuff on the tabletop way quicker if you don't really like painting. It's all like it's just nice to be able to do a lower effort of paint and not have to do the... It's a bit restrictive, you know, like the base shade and all that. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to get into a hobby when there's such a high barrier of... or a high perceived barrier of entry, because it can be hard, it can be easy. I think that works great with his colors, though. Like, it's very, like, subtle, but it works. His sword is bendy in a way that I don't like, though. I am certain that this being a contrast paint and a metallic, this is going to absolutely fuck up the brush that I'm using, though. Like, more than either of them would normally. That's why I need to be over here a bit more. I don't mind how these flow, actually. They got a good consistency to them. So even if they didn't cover properly as a metallic, I would still probably use them in terms of like how they work. It looks pretty good. Okay. That's pretty nice. Sometimes just like a monochrome color scheme can look really good depending on what you want to do with it, hey. I might do his highlight parts in Ratling, which is a nice like gray brown. And that way, it's got like a bit of a lighter accent color, but it's not like detracting, because I don't really want to use actual browns on here. Yeah, see, that's nice and subtle. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's good, that's good. I'm glad I did that one. Yeah, that looks great. So like we've got, okay, I'll zoom in a little bit. So like the brownish black on the bottom there is looking really nice as like an accent color, and then I'm gonna do it up here as well. And they look like dark leathers quite nicely. All right. So, games-wise, I've got a new one starting up tonight. Well, technically not a new one, a same group new campaign situation. We finished up our Avatar, we were only playing Avatar for a little bit while we were working out what players want to do stuff, but I'm starting an Avernus campaign tonight. So this will be this will technically be the 4th time I've started running it, but I've only got one that's going to ever be close to finishing it because the other 2 kind of fizzled. Like they had stuff come up and we couldn't organize a session, or the group kind of fell apart, and those 2 were like gig games. So I probably won't see them again unless they work out on their end. But this one, I can imagine, as long as the 2 of the players are quite young, so as long as the 2 players that are younger stick it out, I think that this will be another full completion of the thing. No, not a stream game. So this is a private game for hire. So the only stream game that we've got on our channel right now is Power Rangers for now. Because resources-wise, I would need to start paying myself a bit for the production time if I was to lose a DM game to do the streamed game type thing. And we're not quite there yet. Shows are able to purchase art and stuff, but that's a different level of financial coverage at that point. And then if I was getting paid for myself, I'd feel bad that the cast wasn't getting paid, so then there's a snowball knock-on effect. But Avernus game. Oh, I think there's some chili sauce at my door that I ordered. Avernus game. The start of that campaign, very fun. I really like that one. And the Baldur's Gate segments of that game are really, really good. The other thing that is in there is, God, what am I talking about? The part where you're actually in hell, if I'm going to make a genuine, criticism, is quite fetch questy, if I'm going to be honest. It's like, do this, to do this, to do this, to do this, and it's not as enjoyable as, having your story progress a bit more that way. Because basically you're just doing a big fetch quest to then enable almost cutscenes to happen where this side character, if she survives, basically have more and more of her memories come back. And so, my group accidentally killed her. Not an enemy killed her. The druid called lightning on an enemy that was trying to grapple her, And they exploded her by accident. So they lost that NPC, and they don't know if they'll ever see her again. She's a little up in the air at the moment with them. Yeah, do you know the character that I'm talking about, Shiloh? Oh, okay. Do you mind if I... It's basic. It's a character... I won't spoil it, but there's a character you meet who serves as, like, the person who's like, I don't remember going to hell, but I've been there, and I have memories of being there, but I've never been there. Like, I kind of play her as, like, a Celestial Valley girl, because she cannot remember, but she's a bundle of joy at the same time. So she's like, this place is awful, but I like being here with you, type thing. I find her very fun. George hates her because she's bubbly, and it's funny. And I shit you not, the whole table erupted with cautious laughter when she died. They're like, oh my god, I didn't think that could happen. Like, they assumed... She's a stupid cinnamon roll. Yes. I think they were under the impression that she had plot armor. And then she just, I shit you not, she exploded into streamers and sparkles when she died. And they're all just like, nah, she'll come back. Matt won't let her die. And I went, she's dead, guys. She is dead. There is not an immunity here just because you're a celestial being. She can die, and she certainly did. It is just hard to have that happen. And they went, ah, fuck. And they've now, like, been struggling to reconcile the fact that characters that they have met and turned away, because some of them are evilly aligned, have hindered their progress, well, not hindered their progress in the campaign. Basically, some of their dialogue tree options, like, you could have met this character and brought them with you, and that would enable you to make this situation an easier time for you. They have now got, like, the harder possible scenario, simply because they, chose to... They haven't done a lot of evil actions, but, like, because they're evil in nature, like, some of them are playing temptation, and that's what's really fun about this campaign, temptation and the fall from grace of your character to be, like, morally good and be corrupted into more of an evil character. Not, like, kill your friends evil, but, like, selfish and conceited and vain, you know? Like, characters slowly turn into that, and it's great. Malcolm, by the way, fully done as a character. I think that looks fantastic. I actually really like this color scheme. Now I know if I want to do a monochromatic with, like, a touch of blue in the silver, this palette works really nicely. I really like how that turned out. That's just like half an hour worth of painting on this guy. Half an hour? An hour? I actually don't know how long I've been doing this one, but I really like it in any case. I'm just happy that I'm doing them on stream and don't have to rush them later now. Let's quickly go back to the doggy, because they're all dry now. And I'm going to dry brush real quick some Screaming Skull on top of them with this little guy. Little roundy makeup brush with some paper. Oh, toilet paper. I knew I had toilet paper for dry brushing in here. Side note, love having a lens that can manually adjust the size on the fly. Wouldn't recommend it, getting one just for that, but it's one of those, like, have it so you use it. This paint is very separated. am I doing? I have a mixer right here. Matt, what are you doing? Should be enough shakeroonies. Let's see how this looks. Ugh. Man, you really can tell when you've had a Citadel paint for too long. If you got a group, I don't really talk about the pricing for this. But I heard about your campaign. I kind of wish I could afford. Hey, there is. So if you are, if you're Melbourne based, hit my DM up and I might have something for you, because you don't need to do the fronting all yourself. I'll give you some options if you really want to do that. Alternatively, I do online games as well, and am more than happy to if you do a group or something like that. Like, split the cost with people, because it easily makes it a lot more affordable. And you know, as much as I would love to say, yes, let's just play a game randomly, I do understand that's you know, I am a service that is not essential for your pyramid of needs. You know, in terms of enjoyment, definitely up there. I will vouch for myself on that. But do what you want to. There's also potential time, like when we did the 1D&D stuff. Fair. I would love another daytime game. There is the finding the group part is the hard one, because we don't have a lot of American crossover here. But American-wise, I think you guys see a cheaper rate just by way of the conversion, because I don't change it to US dollars for that. So it'll be cheaper than what it looks like in Australian. Also, how does this look? Bit brighter. Is that more Labrador-y? In any case, if there is a situation where you do want to play, I would love to have a chat. Even if you want to do a one-shot at any time, we can kind of go like, all right, Australian morning is American evening, and I'm certain that there would be a crossover enough. Or UK late night is also Australian morning as well. I know that. I think I want to do a little bit more. A little bit brighter on the on just the top bit, I think. Oh, put that in the feral. Love that. UK is quite hard to coordinate. I would prioritize the UK last out of the three, because you either get Australian UK, you get Australian US, or you get US England, and all three are quite hard to do a triple coordination unless it's Australian mornings. Or if you want to play it like midnight Australia time, there's the other good time for the UK. Move to Perth. Perfect for time zone for UK and US. Oh, fair. It's not perfect. It would work, right? Just realized you will hear that my Facebook messages that just were coming in, so I will mute that. Apologies for that. I think that looks pretty good though, on the doggo side. I think this is the first time I've used this dry brush. It's oddly clean, you know? Alright, I think that's pretty good, as is. I might put a little bit more Raid Shade in his, in their mouth. Hey, that's a good little boy. I like that. All right, I'm going to call that one done. So that's a nice little Labrador-looking hyena there. 2 minis finished on this stream. What is this? Not us today. What is this? Ah. Okay. Let's go back to the Bodak and put some more flesh tone on him. And also get this base done. Bugger. Brush bloody slipped. Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Self-compliment? Well, no. Oh. I'm getting... fuck. Oh, God. Oh. All right. I am happy that I was able to edit the Zephyr Storm intro in like 2 to 3 hours yesterday on a whim when we all agreed yesterday that it didn't need to be done until next week, but time somehow was on our side, and I'm very proud of everything we did so far. You know, first episode was like as expected of, like, we're rocky, but we're propelling forward nicely. And I'm proud of myself for putting it together, and I hate talking about myself, but I will say that I'm getting a lot of serotonin out of everything that I was putting together. I fucking self-compliment. I can't use the we word. Are you happy? Are you happy? You got that out of me? Yeah. Bloody. Yeah, I know you're not. I know you're not. Then I moved out. Yeah, that's fair. I do know there's a few Americans in our server as well. If you're interested in doing like an LFG call out. Because there's a oh, that didn't work. In our Discord, there's like an RPG adventure space as an opt-in role, and you can LFG in there to find yourself a group. And I don't know how quick it'll be, but you might be able to get some interest in there. Like, I'm sure that there'll be some Australians as well who want to just, like, pop in and around to play. And then, the thing is, there's the sourcing of the DM will be the hard part, as always. But you might be able to get, like, a one-off where, like, a player is like, I'll DM a one-off type thing. But yeah, if they like, you know, no guarantees like on the solid side, but there's about 200 people ish in our server, and I want to say someone in there. Like we play Destiny a lot in there, and we're able to organize like Destiny raids pretty well day of or like within a couple hours and days notice, and we raid pretty consistently on like a Tuesday night. So I'm confident the D&D side of things can also have that effect if you have people that are keen to do that. But yeah. Consider having a check in there, have a post, and we'll see what we can do. Is there hair on this guy? Oh, there is. I gotta make some hair. Oh, I'll do Black Templar. We were just talking about the Discord and then having a check in there for LFG stuff, and then I kind of went silent, and I think I was saying like there's about 200 people in there, so just give it a go, really, to see if anyone wants to play. And even if you do a one shot or that kind of thing, you might be able to find a group that is willing to do like a one-off type thing. Oh, and slouching too much. 3 minis almost done. What is this? Dark to less dark. There you go. Oh, sorry. Shiloh's saying that we were talking about the Discord and that there's an LFG channel in there. And Shiloh is saying that they haven't been able to play much D&D and they're looking for a campaign, but don't have a group. They're American-based. And I said that the Discord has an LFG channel and also can be used to basically LFG because there's a lot of people that are in there who like D&D because I do a lot of my Dungeon Master for Hire work in there as well. So if you're looking to pick up other games, there are people who are always looking in there. It just depends if people see the message or not. In the RPG Adventure Center, there should be a looking for game little tag option that anyone can have a little look at and find a group. But 3 out of 6 done. That's not bad. I'm going to do the old man next. The old man... Where's my emails? Characters. So I think the grumpy old man... Murray O'Houlihan. Okay, I don't know this character. But let's see what it makes. Okay, it's not coming up with anything. Okay, grumpy. King of Courts. I don't know. I don't know this movie. I don't know this movie at all. I can't find anything to do with it. Grumpy Old Men. Murray, aka Grumpy. Interesting. I need to get myself back into a regular game. Regular time commitment is a struggle. That's why I was saying, like, if anyone's doing regular games, that's hard. But one-shots are fairly easy, right? Like, you could do, like, semi-consistent one-shots with the rule that as long as you have a minimum player count, so if you've got 6 players, as long as 4 of them show up, you still play. Your mornings will be their evenings. I'm going to try and find this... So, what's this called? Grumpy old men. Grumpy. Oh, it's literally called Grumpy Old Men. What? I think this person has chosen a movie not from... Oh, yeah, Grumpy Old Men from 1993. Grumpy Old Men. Okay, I found it. And then there is Grumpier Old Men. Okay. So, I need the... Murray O'Houlihan is the character I want. I don't know who this is. Okay, so... AKA Grumpy. I need to go to the IMDb for this, I think. So in that movie, is there a Murray O'Houlihan at all? AKA Grumpy. Because I can't find... I can't find a Murray in this movie. I'm looking at the cast list and there's no Murray either. It could be that he's based off that. Look, I'm just going to paint an old man mini and see how that goes in the style of one of these grumpy old men. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. All right, let's do that. So, roughly this. I'm just going to do this. Okay, so he's kind of got a khaki jacket. I've got a lot of dark color schemes at the moment, so I'm going to go a bit brighter. He's kind of got like a maroon color scheme to him. So I might mix some burgundy with some burgundy maybe with a bit of this rattling grime, just to darken it down a bit. There's probably two of those. One of those. It's like a dark wine maroon color. Still too bright. That looks pretty good. It's gone a little bit more red. You can hit up maybe Tom in the Discord as well. Lost TV is around. He likes to DM. And sorry for just putting anyone on the spot I'm about to name. You could call out Lost TV Tom in the Discord. They might be able to do something for you. I know Alex Alexander the Trash also really likes to play games a lot, so he could be someone to talk to. But yeah, the Discord's full of friendly people. I give him a shout. Okay, so a dark maroon on the jacket is what I'm after. So that's kind of a nice dark wine color. Less saturated as well. It's alright, I hope you guys get to play some games. That's like the end goal, right? Oh. Can't remember the last time I actually played. I think I one-shot it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, it sounds like you two both have a hankering to play, and you could do something. We out here connecting. Got some of those shaky hands this morning. Probably also because I need some lunch soon. speaking of lunch, okay, so sorry, I hyper focused real hard just then. I had to duck out for a while, having a fantastic rest of the stream. No worries, Jen. Thank you for stopping in, and thank you for the donation to get us to 10% of the way of the goal in the Ko-fi. And I hope your day gets less stressful as it goes on. I hope you're doing all right, bud. Gotta leave to my phone and about to die. That's all right. Have a good time zone. Have a good time zone. Hope you have a good one. May your evening be fruitful, and I hope to see you next time. What is the time? 12:30. We've only got about 20 minutes left anyway, so I'm just gonna get this guy into a decent state, and then we'll call it there. He's looking pretty good. I really like the maroon that's on here because it looks like one of the other pictures I've got over here. I'm gonna paint him. Actually, maybe I'll pull that image up instead because I kind of like that one a bit better. Yeah, there we go. So I'm doing like that maroon cloak on there. And so his undershirt will be like brown. I'll do some Guilliman flesh on his skin. God, where's that gone? A little blue beanie. I can't do the beanie part, but I do want to put some of that teal color somewhere else, I think. Old man hair. Grumpy wizard. Looks like he's got a black cloak on underneath there, so I don't really want to do another black. Might do teal pants for him. saw it earlier. Where'd you go? Is it the correct color? Yeah, close enough. It's nice and dark. Oh, I might null and oil this down after. It's brighter than I would like. I really like that teal and the teal and the maroon together. It looks nice. I can see why the costume department chose it. Hello. How you doing? If you can't hear me, hello. Hello, friend. How are you doing? I hope your time zone is going well. Symbols mean I can't see ya. Ah, okay. Well, I did a wave. And then I also spoke. So you got the best of both worlds there. Covered my bases, as it were. Finished class. What do you what class? What does grumpy old man magic? What color is that? Everything. Oh, like you done. Wait, no, hold on. The studying is everything. The MUs and composition be. Oh my gosh. Was that you posting the Japanese in Lop's stream last night? Was that Sage? Someone was posting like a really long string of Japanese and he was trying to read it. And I was like, I understand like 5% of that at best. Or 15%, I don't know. A low amount of that. That was you. Okay. What did it say? Ah, fair. Oh, friends in the chat. Hi, friends in the chat. I think I'm going to do this like muted, like this more neutral, cooler brown for all of these like belt buckles and details, because the coat and the pants are really the eye-catching parts of this. So I don't want to take up too much of the visual attention. Or I don't want it to compete and be gaudy either. Driving, I'll answer that when I get home if you're still alive, but it's talking about a family photo. Fancy that. Meant to come in earlier. Oh, that's all right. Hey, we all spicy around here. No harm done. I started putting spicy in the tags. So other spicy people could see us and come hang out and immediately vibe because we're all spicy and congregate together like that. Neuro. He's got his big walking stick and his magic. No worries, that's all right. We're still live for another 15 minutes. Where's that cool cooler speed paint? Stay safe out there. I think I actually can do that black jumper shirt now that I've got these other vibrant colors on there. Yeah, I might do that. I'll be home late, but I probably will see you there then. Usually him and Red are the ones that I see at late night, and I'll pop into one of those. Ow. See you later. As a side note, it looks like, I just read a message from Leia before. It looks like she will not be on next week either, because she will be driving back 12 hours from, I can't remember where she went, Chicago-ish. So it will be another solo next week, but I'll probably do some more, I think I'll do more Pokemon Tyranids next week, because I'll have, I need to Photoshop some more of the little guys. If I finish the Screamer Killer, I need like a second mini to start on while that's drying. So I gotta get my EVs and stuff all sorted out of those Termagants. That when I get done up. That I could do the Scyther as well, actually. I've got a couple things I want to do, but I need to prepare some more of them. To be able to get them done properly. Alright, I reckon we can finish. This has been so good. I was prepared to spend the afternoon on these, but now I can do. I think I can do this computer stuff that I've been wanting to do. Need to do, I should say. I'm worried my computer's going to flat out on me. What was I trying to say before as well? We've done 4 out of 6, which is not a small amount. That's actually quite good for our stream, where we do not usually finish even one mini. Alright, his magic is also going to be teal-ish. I'm going to do it in the Croxigor scales, nice and bright. Gotta wait for this to dry a little bit. Don't we? It's been a good one today. Been happy with what we've been doing. These are looking great. And I get to relax a little bit more tomorrow, that I don't have to paint any of these. And I think I can get started on that now. I'll do this in the same color as the other silver and not waste this paint. Sounds Goron-esque, but I can't tell. Oh, Talus. Haha. I'm actually not super familiar with Zelda, so I actually don't know if stone taluses and things are in the other games. But I really like fighting them in Breath of the Wild and Tears. I can also tell this this paint's getting right into the mids of this brush and fraying it out a bit. So if you're working with metallic speed paints, use a brush knowing that it will probably not survive too many runs with it. Because I can see that the flecks are going up in there. And it's not going to be great for them long term. But I specifically have brushes for contrast, so it's a bit more okay. It's just not ideal with this kind of paint, you know? And the old man looks pretty good. That looks like, you know, it's an old man. He looks like he's in his winter coat shooting some magic. He's got a shield on his back and a walking stick. I think that looks great. I have used the wrong pot on the base. 5 minutes to go as well. We've done 4 models in the 3 hours. That is more than a model an hour. And that is quite good. Now that I know I can get more of these done on stream, I might have to do this more often every now and then. I've got some more games coming up, like later in the year, that have also asked for minis. So I might do some just like chill painting with these. It also helps that these have established color schemes. I don't have to decide anything. That actually also helps quite a lot, because deciding color schemes takes up so much more time trying to go like, what do I think it would look good in? Versus this is just like, all right, that color, that color, that color, that color. Who's online for a little raidy do? I think Wolf is. Is Wolf still going? Nope, Wolf is not still going. Who's still streaming? Punkle Nix is. Oh, Tolga is. Let's go. Oh, Tolga, he's still streaming, bud. Yeah, you can get a raid. Alright, well, old man is also mostly done, pending the paint not working for me properly. But there we go. These all look great. I really like this this black color scheme. I actually might do that on something else now that I've seen how much I like that. I like those quite a lot. The old man jacket is getting me real good. With the maroon just being like just this tacky Christmas sweater vibe. All right. Well, thank you for everyone sticking around. I'm going to go and have some lunch, but also probably go buy a new computer battery, a new power supply, because I'm worried it's going to kill the rest of my PC otherwise. So hopefully that's the fix. If not, I will have to look at something else to replace. And this computer has basically been gutted and replaced fully at this point. I've got I did a new motherboard a while back, a CPU, RAM, and then I've already got a new graphics card from a few years ago. Yeah, it's like literally just the power supply. I'm basically on a new rig at this point. Jesus. All right, well, we're going to raid Tolga, who is an Aussie playing some Tears of the Kingdom by the look. Actually, he's looking at dice. Let's go raid Tolga. All right, let's do that. He's looking at some dice, and let's go fund his. Let's go influence his D&D obsession if he's looking at getting into that. Oh, that's fair. I can't raid myself. But thank you for sticking around. Power Rangers Zephyr Storm next week, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern. That'll be the next one we do. Other than that, I'll see you next Thursday myself for more painting. Have a good one. And I'll join you in the chat for the other one. Oh, bloody Simo's in there over there. Okay, we know Simo. All right, have a good one, guys. See you next week.
All I have is beef and chips.